What's going, guys? Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. In this video, we're going to be talking about why Alibaba stock is up so much today. You can see that Alibaba stock is up 8% just today. And just a brief update about what's been happening with Alibaba and also my personal position. Right? I have a position that I established around $72. Basically, if you want the long story short, is I had a position in Alibaba. Israel Hamas happened. I sold all of it and then I entered back after that. Right? So you can see that actually it's not just a today phenomenon, right? In the past month, it's up about 45%. So let's start off with why it's up so much in the past few weeks and also a month, right? So I think one of the main reasons Alibaba stock is up so much is actually DeepSeek. When DeepSeek came out, I think the West woke up to realize that, actually China also can produce some good AI models. And you can see that Alibaba actually releases a model that it says surpasses DeepSeek, right? So caveat to that is that the way they measure all this AI, how good the AI is all different. So there's not like a standardized test. So it's very easy to say like, oh, my model is better, but their model might be better at one thing or something like that, right? So they're not really telling a lie, but it's not really the truth either, right? So I'm no AI expert, but we'll just take them at their word for it, right? So we can see that on the 29th of January, actually Alibaba released Qwen 2.5. So this is an AI model that claimed that it surpassed a highly acclaimed DeepSeek V3, right? And basically, this is one of the reasons for the rally, right? Because if you take a look at where the rally really started, it's about here, right? So 28, and you can see it's just a straight up line from there. Of course, somewhere here, maybe you can say that there was some insider trading or market manipulation or whatever, but it was already starting to move out since then, right? But I guess that there was some articles already talking about them releasing Qwen and the first version of the AI models at that time, right? So let's talk about today's news, right? Actually, today, some big news for Alibaba. Apple actually picked Alibaba to collaborate on AI iPhones, right? Basically, develop AI features for iPhones. So I'm just going to call them AI iPhones for simplicity, right? A move that indicates that Alibaba actually is growing in the AI sector, right? So no longer are we just producing models or chatbots that are, questionable when it comes to monetization. I think there's some real monetization happening, especially in companies like Meta, Google, Amazon, and also in this case Alibaba, right? So these AI models are actually doing something in the company, right? Because just the sheer scale of these companies, if you have supply chain management, in the case of Amazon and Alibaba, or if you have some way to optimize your website or something like that, can really do a lot for your business model, right? So the collaboration with Alibaba reflects Apple's strategy to secure a local AI partner. So you can see that basically Apple wants a local AI partner and they have picked Alibaba because of Alibaba's Qwen model, right? So I think this is a good way for Alibaba to really show off how good their AI capabilities are, right? And we'll see, right? Because Apple picking them is really no small deal, right? So the next part I want to talk about is really Apple's partnership with Baidu in 2023, right? So you can see that Apple tried to partner with Baidu in 2023 but fell through after the model failed to meet Apple's requirement. So basically, Baidu's AI is not good enough for Apple. And I think that's a very, very big tell, right, of how good Alibaba's model actually is, right? Because Baidu is doing self-driving cars, and in fact, I believe they have self-driving cars on the road, right? So I think it's a very good testament on how good Alibaba's AI model actually is. So Apple also considered alternatives, including Tencent, ByteDance, and DeepSeek, right? So I wouldn't say with certainty that Alibaba has the best AI model, right? But this is actually a good sign, right? Because these are not like a small fry company, right? Tencent, ByteDance, and also DeepSeek, right? So basically, we can see that AI is an everywhere phenomenon, right? If you have AI, and if you're building out good AI capabilities, the market is going to reward you for it, right? If you're enjoying the video so far, do help me smash up the like button, hit subscribe, and also hit the bell button. This will help out the channel immensely, and I thank you very much. So what am I personally doing with Alibaba? Am I buying? Am I selling? So before I answer that question, let me just run through the valuation first, right? So we can see that Alibaba does about 20 billion in free cash flow. I'm not going to show you the numbers. These are just numbers I know off the top of my head. And I'm just going to presume they're not going to grow, right? So we can see that today's market cap is about 268. They have about 50 billion in cash. So you divide that by 20 and it's still trading at a free cash flow ratio of 11, right? So I don't think it's very, very expensive for a company with a huge moat. 11 times free cash flow is about companies that are either no growth, which Alibaba is currently right now, right? But I believe they will re-accelerate to have some growth, right? So me personally, I'm not adding any at this price, because you can see that obviously I told you that my entry price is around 72 and I'm already up 50 something percent. So the position has really gotten very big, right? But personally, if I didn't have a position right now, I would be adding, right? Because at 11 times free cash flow, when you exclude the cash, it's still very cheap, right? I would think that even if it's around double, I would not be selling shares yet, right? Maybe when it goes to 25 or 30 times free cash flow, then I can consider selling some shares, right? So something that I'm really interested in is actually JD.com. You can see that it's up 21% in the past 1 month. Nothing as strong as Alibaba's rally, right? But you can see over the past year, actually, it's up 75%. So you can see a lot of these Chinese stocks are actually coming back to life, right? Up 50%, up 70%. And a lot of super investors such as David Tepper and Michael Burry are also getting into Chinese shares, right? Primarily purchased in the last quarter of 2024, right? So I think next week, I'm going to do a deep dive on JD.com, and you can decide whether it's a buy for you. So that's about all I wanted to share today. If you did enjoy the video, do help me smash up the like button, hit subscribe, and also hit the bell button. With that being said, have a fantastic day ahead, and peace out.